Sorry for the PS4. So yes, today I'll be working on cargo hauls for Charlie and Andre, plus doing Andre missions again. Just trying to get my money together so I could get the Osterhaven garage, so I could start doing missions on our side of the map, as well as one these cargo hauls I got over here. Of course, that costs like 20,000 plus. Always try to have extras, you know, because of repairs, stuff like that. So, we are here. I'm going to pull around so I'm okay. So I don't know where the next job would take me. Or where I put that any of that stuff. No offense. Good to see you again. I've got a 2-tier job for you. Really heavy loads. Interested? Of course, bring it on. First, I'd like you to pick up a trailer full of sand at our local storage depot. We'll take it from there. Good, be hearing from you then. So I'm picking it up there, or not sure where I'm taking it there. So there's that. So let me flip my lights on and those. Hopefully I haven't made a mistake. Kinda do need some fuel and rest. So hopefully we'll be going somewhere that has both. Or near by somewhere, even like if I go past by chance, that would be a example. Of course I could pick up the fuel, I want to be a problem. Press that button. Meow, 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 meow.
All right, babe. Jesus Christ. I thought it was supposed to be 70.
Then I gotta go that direction here. We'll go get. I'm not on a timer, so we'll get to rest and tap. And then just mess up, didn't I? Go get the rest and get the fuel on the way back to town. Because I don't know which way I'm going, so it makes a lot of sense to me to go get that stuff now before I have a load on me. I know I'm headed over here, but I don't know where the job's taking me. I don't want to fall asleep, run out of gas, and fail my tasks, missions, so I'll go do that. Sorry about the fight in the background. Common thing in this household anymore. no idea what speed these guys are driving. 'Cause I'm 10 under as it is. As you can see, more taking this full. And if you're wondering, I'm just gonna go get to sleep now and fuel before I pick up the load I gotta grab, because I'm not sure where we're headed. And I'd rather sleep, you know, when I don't have the trailer on. I didn't realize when I could have picked up the job I needed to have. Didn't even pay attention, honestly. Because that's, to me, smarter to do it when I don't have the trailer behind me than when I do. Okay, let's see. Rain, which automatically for me means I put on the lights. And it would anyway, because it's getting dark. Of course I was hoping. I knew it wasn't coming today, but kind of were hoping. The patch. You're trying to be nice. I guess you are, because you're still waiting. Because you gotta turn in. Which one makes sense? He has never turned in. It's not used to anyone doing that. Been that long. Really not. Trying to get to fuel station to pick up the load. It's a 2-tier job too, so I'll be picking up the load, taking the trailer. I have sand and the rain never fell. So it seems like I want to get the sand loads. It always was in raining. That's the only other thing I really wish they'd think about this. Maybe put a tarp or something over your loads. Right? You know, in bad weather that it's could be covered up. Certain loads, obviously, not every load, but some loads you definitely wouldn't want that. Oh, man, I feel like I buried out this truck already. Get tires. It's weird. I forgot about this guy. We're at about 5,000. Not quite there, but so it means about 16, 17 more to go. So I always try to go a little more than the garage, you know. That's what I do. So I prefer to go over than. Said once I. Did you guys go and dig up a desert somewhere? Man, this sure is a lot of sand. Where do you want me to deliver it? Take it to our storage depot and say bye, please. There will be another trailer waiting for you there. Also, for half the Sierra. Nope, concrete brush, but deliver my place. As long as you don't make me carry them. By the way, I've already told you about my back problem. By the way, interesting thing about this is actually not that long a drive. You know? Of course, I don't know if the concrete one is in Sabire, it's in by cab. But it's not that far driving and way you look at it. Careful, this is dangerous. It's so easy to go past your start speed. And we're trying to get up to speed. Now, on that hill there, though, they're not up to speed, you'll know it. Used to be known as 5 or 10 under. It was like 5 under. Other tractors were about 10 under our miles per hour. Kilometers? I don't know what the hell speed they were going, like 15 under or something. Or seem slower, maybe probably drive at 10 miles per hour so you get kilometers per hour. It's ridiculous. I'll go 30 on it because I know he ain't. We're in the town, but yeah, I know it's 50, but I don't know once I hit that town limit, I'll probably drop to 30. Or I can't remember if Sabia's like that or not. No, maybe not. Oh yeah, that's why I go 30. Because these guys like to drive loops. A big loop over here. Now it is over for right up for look like I'm going right down over here. Okay, where am I delivering? Oh boy. If you've used to play those and you haven't played them, well, this type of stuff would probably be confusing. Because you have never done one of these. These are these newer reverse ones. I wish they'd just make all of the stops like this, honestly. Because I think it makes it a challenge. Just get this just right. Oh boy. But also bitch for getting 100% or something. Good, 9%. Yep. So I thought. Second trailer it is, but I can't. I thought it was. Now it may seem weird, it's barely rusted, but I may do that again. I'll run by can only because that way I can take the next mission. I don't have to worry about it. It's quick. Maybe two get all this dang rain. If you watch those guys, they'll keep doing that, just drive around in circles, and it never makes sense to me, but they do that. On this game, it don't make sense. Construction Simulator don't really either, and they do it on there's spot they do it on there too. It's just the same thing. They drive around in circles. Guess because the AI don't really have anywhere to go, dude. Their AI, they don't have no mind of their own. Yeah, I wish they would. All those would be, all stuff would be that way. So again, it does make it a little more challenging. I like it. Obviously, you can make every stuff that way, but thought the air, well, I don't know if it ain't there, I don't know how accurate it'd be on them rating how you're parking, so. It's actually one of those. I think it's in. I want to say it's in Norden. It's actually. I don't want it as tricky because where it's at, it is real tricky because it's really, really narrow, and you need. It's one of those you really need to know about before you pull into it, because it's a very tight fit as it is. So I can't tell this. It's at that 1 yard, or does it go at the dock area? Then it was because I've done it, so I can't remember here. No, we're going that direction. Yep, it's at the yard. So being that's at the yard, don't really hurt if I do what I'm about to do. Come on, slowpokes. Gas is on the right. Pick up your concrete blocks. Lots and lots of them. Had already been informing you about my ongoing back trouble. You sure did. I feel your pain. Not back there in your comfy office chair, you don't. Ain't no kidding. There's an office chair at that place. When there was a off. Oh yeah. It's right. Oh boy, should have went out that way. Yeah, we're definitely gonna go out that way, guys. Otherwise, we'll be here all damn day. I wanted to go the other way, but I'm gonna push this. Shouldn't be stuck here in traffic all day. You know what I mean? That would be more frustrating than anything. I'm not sure what the holdup is over there. Oh, look, that might have got hit. Affected me, I don't think. Come on, stop brake checking up there. Can't have that on this hill, I'll start losing power. So if they slow down for those intersections, and I don't understand. Oh, yeah, they did literally must, because he just did it. Because you notice the speed drops at him. It's ridiculous, dude. It's like, come on. Just came over. They disappear. Whoa, shit. Try to look how many axles I got back to him. Looks like a 3 axle. Sure, pretty low. You say blocks? These look like plates. It's big, the slabs like you have on Snow. Come on, we're not going to get in this heavy again. I guess I get where I'm just going to start accepting 90 every damn time. Oh boy. Except the ones, and then all of a sudden, oh, you impressed hauling heavy loads like these. You really have exceptional driving skills. Yeah, well, it's much trickier than people think. Okay. Okay. Oh, yeah, I'm okay. Okay. Uh, let's see. These are 7 done. It's not special. Hiya, I've got a pretty easy load for you this time, Glass Wool. Sure makes a change from all the back-breaking stuff you've been making me haul lately. No kidding. There's just a slight catch. Ain't there always? Listen. Oh. The supplier messed up the delivery to Dubai yesterday. Oh boy. I need the glass fiber really fast now. Just Dubai and back. Dog, I'm already there. Fastest in another 10 minutes actually. Dubai and back at 10. Yeah, I'll be there. To Dubai and back. Do you take me for a race car driver? No, race truck driver. Ain't that far. Do you want to check my passes? I need 4,000. Got 20 some hundred. Oh, yeah, make more. I know, man, you'll get ain't no bit. We'll get this up a misfortune and put it on the same button as dialogue advancement. Sorry, powder blue Mustang driver. Another butt ugly color for a Mustang. I should pay attention to speed limit, but I really don't care because I do gotta get this load. Man, I could go to the speed limit for this. This ain't a problem. Hell, you can pretty much make this almost, not quite 5 minutes, and you'd be almost okay. Or I say that almost is, well, you may struggle with you're trying to put 100% if you were that quick. Not to mention traffic, obviously. Okay, where's theirs? Can't remember there's a ding message comes in either. I'm probably gonna park this out. Yeah, third person. Possibly. I mean first person, should say not third person. Oof. Tired. No, not tired, but you know, kind of more fatigue. Times 60. That's a little bit more louder. What law? Yeah, what law? I was writing no damn law. State of anarchy. As I said there, you could do this in under 5 minutes. Already back. Oh, this almost, it's close to the first mission did for Charlotte. Somewhat, just around the block, really. Not quite, but not that far. days I want to be able to stay in this mode sometimes it's... Bam. Got the hunter by staying in first person. Well, I must admit, I didn't think you could pull this one off. Put moonshine is it. Yeah, I keep surprising myself as well. You brought some my balls and I need more money, man. Seriously, I need more money there, pal. Okay, they're going up first person because don't know where the next load's from. The final haul. Oh, that haul. You're just a person I was hoping to see. Always happy to see you too, Andrei. We're in the final stage of the building process. I need just one more truckload of materials from by hand. I'll be happy to get them for you. Okay, looks like we'll go down. Doesn't need to be anymore. It's clear. Keep ever so often to pick up some of the drop. Keeping an eye on the rain issue. I thought it was. Could still know for sure. Don't appear on the window, but we definitely seen a drop in there. It's oh, it's crap. I've learned this to go about 1500 already. Oh, how do for hell I gotta empty? I don't have to go that slow and empty. Don't like going that, you know, too fast with the trailer only because you even pass into the challenge as you can probably guess. You got a lot of traffic. Which this road ain't too bad for. You know, it's usually not a lot built up on this section. Like other areas. No, that's another thing that's annoying. Trucks that all sound the same. Maybe that's out of careless on that though, yeah. It's nothing big, not that big a deal. You want the horn somewhere? Who cares? Yeah, it's annoying. I'm not gonna say it ain't, but it's not that big a deal in the overall scheme of things, you know what I mean? Ever have a playable game and be concerned about the way my horn sounds. Please, Sodesco, put all your effort into repairing the horn. I don't care for anything else. Yeah, that's what you tell him. Please do this now. Right now, I said. Now. Go keep badgering you until you do it. You're gonna pull out, ain't you? I knew it. I predicted that. Oh, nightmares. Back when this first started playing this game, this was the problem. Its return. Oh my god. Oh wow, that car van is like completely on. Yeah. Okay. I was gonna recall a tow truck. Guess don't have to worry. They took care of it. In fact, to be safe, I'm going out the other direction, though, guys. I don't think I want to go over there. Oh, it's on, This is the yard, though. You've got one problem if you're trying to park. You gotta bring a trailer here. Just gotta park it. You don't park it down here. You park it up there on the hill. So it obviously, without a parking brake, you have a tendency to roll. This ain't the final hall. This ain't the statue. Back over to Andrei, okay. This used to be like it's, you know, with the cars backed up past your entrance here, they were just traffic. Nope. Sorry guys, you go that way all you want. I ain't gonna go get in that mess. I go get in that cluster. You guys, that GPS could go wing itself too. In fact, I'm probably gonna pull over here and give me a nap in. Yeah, future color from what everyone. Okay, you gonna regret stopping. I'll tell you that right now. I mean, thank you. Thank you kindly. I'm gonna take advantage of it and get out. Get out Dodge. At least this game does do one thing that no on the road don't have. Hear that all? Tells you how far it is to your set point on it, you know, your waypoint and everything. Really nice. That's sadly something they don't do on the road. I've noticed. Don't know how long you got, how far you got. I mean, it ain't the easiest spot to read. I admit, because where it's at, it's on that upper left corner there, the sat nav, but at least it's something. Go try to increase a little more. Pray I don't come across any traffic. Up through here? Up through here? Up through here. Don't want to come across no traffic. Might have a car up ahead. Not close, so not really yet. But it's in a car. It might have just been a rail. It's hard to tell sometimes. Do 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 do. Boom boom boom. Boom boom boom. Now this is called the final hall. The next load ain't gonna be over his yard. Know that for a fact. So the final hall goes elsewhere. The statue. In fact, if you can pick it up at Oster Haven. No, okay. Excellent. Thank you so much, ever so much. Don't mention Andrei, so we're all done now? Actually, there's this bit of furniture that I need to round things off completely. Oh, come on, please don't make me drive to Northern or Osterhaven. Osterhaven, not if I can help it. Still not on speaking terms with your sister. Been thinking of contacting you on one of these days. Really? That's great news. Anyways, this trailer is close by. Could you please pick it up at our storage depot? Oh yeah, this is around the block. Just around the block? My pleasure, my friend. No, supplier would be around the block. This would be down in Western. Nice things were to be driving over, but speed limit, but no one's let that road out there be 50 anyway, so I don't have to stop. I won't. Cause I ain't that far to turn off. Better slow down. After I get done with his deliveries, I'll just check into maybe do some repairs for actually do the cargo jobs. Tires are starting to get a little banged up. I think it's been raining pretty much this whole time I've been on. Yeah, the only thing there's kind of annoying on the game is actually how often you have to simply sleep on it. It don't look like much, but when you actually start driving, sometimes that half bar will dissipate pretty quickly when you're going to the other side of the map. Kind of like fuel as well. So I think the next trailer will be from Osterhaven and back. This is called the final haul. That means the only thing that left would be the statue. Didn't want to finish all these over here, but pay it now is better if you do. And so just being the same mission and we get that boost I was hoping for. And it's night, so I'm trying to sit in this yard. Yeah, the rain must have got over. Normally I want to do try to do it in first person, but the rain obviously makes it harder. If I'm right off on third person, I know I'd be way off on third. Oh, okay, this load. I should remember. I knew there was one. Yeah, I should have 2 trailers at his yard. Yeah, this is the one that makes this one's parking different. It's not going to the same spot most of the trailers you bring them on do. Oh yeah, I think it's venture past the logs. Just remember the password because I know you get a manual transmission on these. And truthfully, may have drove, but when you're out, gotta get a garage. I don't want to have to waste my money to get the truck, right? So I barely got this one. Yeah, this hill here. This truck don't struggle with light, but the emotion with the load, you'll definitely feel that weight behind you. You don't get back up to gear fast enough, back up to speed in time for it. That traffic's way off down there after this, maybe. Kind of glad there ain't another. This one may be a tricky one too. I can't remember the trouble with the job. Part of the, you know, picking up a second out of the job after this from there's double trailers here. My boss and the client will be so happy we managed to complete the building in time. I'm glad I could be of assistance. Assistance, much more than that, my friend. You're fast and reliable. Best driver I ever worked with. Thanks, Andrei. That sure means a lot to me. It was a pleasure doing business with you, too. We're not done with you, boss. Okay. I happen to know you got one more load in you. Anyway, this unlocked a bench to pass, obviously. Yep. Now, who is I'm still in third person is. Yeah, getting out here with both trailers here. Can't wait till we get that button map and I need to get that off of it. So making amends. I got some good news. I finally managed to get in touch with Fiona. Really? I'm so happy to hear that. Turns out she wasn't fraternizing with the enemy after all. She just needed a job that suited her skills. Since the position of Westerhaven had already been taken. What? Oh, you mean my job? Yeah, we kind of got the same interests. Goes for the skill set as well, I guess. My thoughts exactly. Anyways, congrats. Thanks. Hey, could you do me a favor? Something that both me and my sister would appreciate. Of course. You see, this client of mine brought a statue to be placed in the grounds of a new building. A statue? Okay, where do I need to pick it up? In Osterhaven, actually. Of all places, I'm already on my way now. Used to be, that would be true. Or I'd already been on the road before we finished the conversation. Learn to do that with David, especially, obviously, because his being taught time missions. Can't do that anymore unless you skip it, which doesn't matter because the timer don't start until after the mission. That's over, which is what I used to like. So I did it. Got on the road before it was over. Only downside of going to 40 something here is it'll drop to a 30 before you. I don't know, that's mean at the intersection either. By the bridge, it drops down to 30. So when I get to Osterhaven, I'll fill up rest, being they're at the same spot. Which makes sense to me to do. Just be there anyway, right? I we probably don't need to worry about rest because I know we'll be headed to the garage after I finish this to get repairs done. Then we start doing these cargo hauls to make the rest of the money. And probably take. I've had. I guess I think it was yesterday. I was trying to, or the day before, I was trying to do one for Andrei over here, and parking didn't pop up for it. Nope. $36 might be pushing them. No, there was a big line of cars ahead of me, so I know if I go push it too fast, I'll be right on there for. Probably go catch them anyways. I don't know what their speed is. I know it's even slower. There's a tractor in front of them, but still, it's ridiculous how that works. They move. So you need more freeways. Much we'll have once we get off this road. Until then, you're stuck with this. I'm gonna bump it up a little bit. This is that spot that I have to get stuck at with a trailer. Cut that corner way too dang often. For here. Never fell with it, or use it for David. That's probably what happens to in a rush. It's still right ahead of me there. Too much to hope it's so I'm gonna turn onto the freeway going towards Pine Creek. And dang, but I know what that means. They're gonna get on the freeway on the other side because they don't go toward the gas station. It's over here. Lemmings.
Oh, later.
This is dangerous how slow they drive. Getting on a freeway where the speed is way more. I set the speed where I do on those, it prevents the drifting into other lanes. that this game is notorious for at higher vehicle at the higher speeds. I used to do it, that's how I know. Used to be, I wouldn't even notice I cruiser through top truck won't go past his speed limit. But might as well to prevent it from drifting. So on the low February, got a new thing to get used to. Burn out the quirks of a new game. Trucking game, that'll be fun. Not sure how well Gabe is decided to put out. I know it's to be expected because it's so easy for them to miss something that pop up in game, you know, when you're playing. It's so easy for that to happen in games. Again, that's why you have so many patches coming. Yet, for some reason, this game can't get their patch out. Next one. Going to the right, but fuel and rest are to the left. Last time I tried to do it after coming from that direction, I kept making a mess. So I go this way, that's not a problem. Pick up the fuel. Get some rest over here by it. Something I'm glad to hear about. On the road that you can't pull over wherever. I'm using that term that you can pull over because technically you don't even have to pull over, but it's like a grease lane of designated spots on the road that you have to go into. For me, it sort of is. Again, I have to go somewhere I felt it's safe to do so. Don't just park like in the middle of the road. Oh, I'm taking a sleep now. I hear that game doesn't allow, so that to me is a quirk on. It's like that little quirk I just did to myself there. Well, my engine's dead. My battery. Don't leave your wipers on all night. No, I didn't do that. Did that today. But that there, like a fuel station, that would make sense to me to pull into, right? Like, because that's one of those spots you expect to have truck parking. Well, here in the middle of the stage, you'll come across a lot of truck stops. Of course. Some of the best food around. Found I don't think it's in business anymore, so this place down south or where I live now, the mountain had sort of best burgers around, not to mention these things were huge. So you really got your money's worth for them. Hell, I'm going Timbuktu. Going to the boonies. Didn't know Austria haven't had the boonies. Take Again, this loads all the way out here. Got this one lot over here. I gave Murray, we had a being the way to this fog one, but two, this way, this. That's just the trailer is like it's trying to use mirrors. Kind of a pain in the ass. It's not so much a trailer, it's just that thing on that statue. Guess that is kind of a while though if you look at that one arm in there. That sticks out a little bit. Butt ugly statue. No, this one ain't too bad. I'm in Osterhaven now, Andrei. Do you want me to say hi to your sister for you? You got my blessing. So what about the statue, Holly? And why would my getting it for you also be a favor to Iona? It's a real piece of art, sculptured by Alexander Ionescu. Used to be a teacher at the School of Crafts and Trades at Iona, and I attended a great admirers of his work. Have you invited Iona to come and have a look at it in Westerhaven? Sure did. She'll be present at the official unveiling tomorrow. Me and her are going to have some dinner afterwards. That's just great. Glad you two worked it out. No, family comes first. Care what crap you're going through. I won't say that because you never guaranteed her tomorrow, are you? Yeah, you'll have your ups and downs. Fair issues, but you also don't want to go too long without trying to patch it up. Hard lesson to learn. I had a cousin, they're wondering when I was younger, high school age. Anyway, we lost one back then, and her sister and her had been fighting, of course. And what it was over was, well, the guy pretty much responsible for the sister's death, so. Not pretty much was responsible, who just happened to be her boyfriend, but. Yeah, if that was just the end of it, that wouldn't be a problem with it. No, it was because it was the one that survived, you know, the sister was still alive's ex, so they were fighting because of it. Just, yeah, let the issue. He's drinking and driving, flipped his truck and killed her. And the sad thing, it didn't matter if she was wearing a seatbelt or not. She was, and I got from the truck. However, even if she'd been wearing one, the side she was on was completely caved in. That was either way, you know what they say. You don't know when you're gonna die, but when it's your time, it's your time. Never understand but what's when young, so that's just me. Been dealing with that recently too, because my niece drug overdose. There's this. Oh, don't you dare! If that is an issue and a messed up part, it also messes up your cruise control. So you said it. Now I gotta worry about fixing that again. Yeah, I don't know what causes that issue. It's not game breaking because it never does. Because if that happened, it would reset you to the nearest garage or whatever. You know what happened? Bam! I had to redo the opening mission. But luckily, it don't ever go that far. In fact, the first time it happened, it was actually back when this game was having so many issues. So like, well, what the hell's going wrong now, right? I'm ready to jump out of this truck. Look, this is possessed. Get me the hell out of here. Try me. Is that happening again? That's never happened twice like that. No, I want to save. Only because that's never happened like that. That way, at least it were tacked up. AK crash or something. I'm not slowing down. Hell with that. No, should, but since I'd have to get out of the cruise control, go right back into it. I've already just had to do that twice, so I don't have to do it again. Well, that would have been devastating. That was David's. Of course, David, you better plan ahead. If you need fuel or rush, you better plan ahead. Just do it before. And so, because he's got one right outside his office area, right, where he took up the jobs at, so there's no point not to rest while you're there. Fuel is another story. And that's where it's hard, because there's no fuel stop right next to his lot. Worcester was the closest thing is actually Austria. I said Worcester was one that is right next to his place. To be hopeful now. Getting all of better putter under 43 at work. I'll probably try to pick up another load cargo haul because of this ship is going toward Midland before I know we're at Orange. That could have been affected by just what's happening too. Because the sun stops, right? I could have been doing some damage to the tires. They're not super bad, so I probably will, because you could get a load going down to a minimum, and that just bad. Might as well make some money doing. Alright, car tail, I'm going to need to bring that speed down a little bit, because that band up ahead of me there. Keep things where they want to, like Steam and all that. I say that, then I think what are things this game does offer. Of course, some of your bigger ones don't, which you do have these missions. But thing is, there's only like, let's see, about 6, 7, some. Yeah, it's about 7 mission giver. Or no, there's 6. Fronters, there's also only about 6 to 8 missions per person, so it really does not give you a lot of that story, but it does give you story missions. You know, which I admit, I don't mind. To me, it's not that. Makes it give it a little more personal. You know, when you got a story behind it. Probably also leads to kind of issues as you probably fear too, because well, now I've got another reason to go down to the garage. I just get my second engine. But he's also, of course, like I say, because you run out missions pretty quick, so there's that downside. Some of them, though, I admit, pretty good testing too. Like David's, because let's say you're trying to obey all the laws when you're working with him. Well, if in life you'd probably don't want to slammer, but. Kind of like working with Mary, you're dealing with illegal materials, illegal goods. Yeah, it's not the person who does the charge goes to jail. The slammer's the meal. Just remember that. Yeah, something like that. But yeah, But of course, with the timer, it makes it very hard to try to do it with like the beta speed limit, obviously. But when I'm getting out on that 80, I would definitely try that because of that 120. Because as mad as it is to risk the timer, it's be worse if you hit stuff. Because then if you do too much damage to your truck, same problem. Right, you're gonna fail anyway. That's the only reason I'm worried about those tires. Look like they're only slightly orange, they're not red. If they were reddish, I wouldn't even risk it. I'd just do a fast travel to the garage, I wouldn't even risk it. Always I'll try one cargo haul, see where we're headed. And that doesn't take me that well. I have to go down there because I don't want to risk too far. So we're at level 2, 3 more levels to go. I'll be done with this trophy. Yay! Yeah, that's what I'm after, trophies. Got 2 left. Hope. Curious, I'll get those trophies before the update of gear. One, that's easy. Again, just keep driving this truck. But the other one's a little trickier because I don't know where you get. It's the skilled cargo policy. I don't know which ones are those, right? I'm sure being there is 6 people. Obviously, the fastest way to figure out is just doing water completion as you get them. I did it with Charlie mainly because, well, Charlie was a little different because he had the quest pass. And I knew I was going to be driving a quest, so that was the reason why I was doing Charlie's. Of course, my favorite truck's the Venture. It's one of the ones that has the free axle design I prefer. I don't care for the 4 axle at all if that's on the game. It's one truck. And technically 2, there's a manual and an auto. Okay, it's... I could tell what it is. It's too far. It's one direction. Let's see if we can get just out of here. Try to do it and go to too far the other direction. Okay, I'll take your word on. I'm eternally grateful to you, my friend. Can't wait to see the look on Iona's face. Thank you, all you done. Thank you too, Andrei. I wish both of you and your sister the best of luck. Okay. Pretty good XP. I need 8,000 for that. Could save more on fuel. So much to pay for that. Oh yeah, we've got some manual. So that's the 8 I think. 4x, yeah, definitely 4x2. That would be it. And I just fast travel on these. Skip because why the hell not? They're all the same, right? It's the same thing. Looks like we've got the glass wool. We need to just load before, that's what we had. And we're going all the way to Pine Creek. Well, that's actually not the end of the world, that's actually a little closer. It's weird saying that, but it's actually the direction you go for Pine Creek. Actually, I think it is a faster road. Problem is, I've been back on that one road again. Back on that road. Slow ass road again. gonna make it more challenging if you actually had other trucks came up through here. And they have mentioned that that's a feature that is coming at some point. I really don't know about one, but by as much as you want to see other trucks on the road, I'm just not sure I do. Why? Well, it's only one reason why is their AI has finally got somewhat better. I mean, barring some issues I've seen today, it's actually better than it's been. In fact, it's one of the better ones out there. Of course, now again, it's acting up again. So, yeah, and I know some of the big issues before were when you brought new vehicles in and messed it up, and I'd hate to see that happen again. Obviously, of course, I don't know if that coding's still out there, so maybe they fixed that issue. That was the old developers coding, because they did switch developers. It was causing the issue with it, but still. I wouldn't want to see that traffic the way it was ever again. It was a nightmare. Some people call it game breaking. I mean, the way they worded it, I think was ludicrous. They're making a mountain out of a molehill. It was bad, but it wasn't game breaking. It wasn't. They weren't crashing you out unless, of course, you're driving like a complete and utter madman, and maybe they were. Cause I wasn't having that issue. There were times they might have hit me, but it didn't damage on my truck. The only way that would have happened, your truck already had to have been taking a lot of a beating for that to have been crashed out. That little crash to crash you out. Or he doesn't know how to drive, whatever. The big problem that didn't know was more the game crashing. It kept crashing. Like, most of these journeys, in fact, I would have said save often, because it was going to crash about 2 to 3 times during that type of job. Like, we had that one job that goes to Norden and then goes to Austrahaven and back to Andrei's place. That one you had to save twice. Once, or 3 times. Once going to Norden, once when you got to Austrahaven, and once on the way back from Austrahaven. Because it was going to crash each side for each of those. I learned it. Every time I got to a certain spot, it would probably say more than 3 transactions, let's say about 4 or 5. Be on the safe side. So on the downside on these, this personally, job here should pay more than the rest of these cargo hauls. This is more of a medium cargo haul than a short right here. This is a course. We're going to Pine Creek. The only reason I don't go and start worry-free owning now is it takes. Used to be, yeah. I mean, yeah, I would have definitely, because you have it in a garage, but that's part of the problem too. Is to have to always try to bid them to make repairs. Which you could, you could tap and you could damage your vehicle or whatever you need to make those repairs, right? Especially if you get in a red, you don't want to take on a job if you're red. It happens more than anything. Especially as your tire, like the tires, the state they're in, I could easily do a lot of damage to the truck. I hope I don't, but it's possible. It obviously does affect stopping distance. I think I can go up a little faster now. Always keep a check on this road, right? Because the speed, once I get to the drop off, I'm going to run into the bathroom. That's for sure. Before I drive back to Midham. I know I could use fast to go to Midham, but being I'm trying to max out the skill for this truck, might as well keep driving. And obviously, once I get that, I got my choice what trucks to drive, what ones I own. There ain't no point in going out of this, so maybe to go back onto the old motion, which doesn't make much sense. I like I don't mind these. What is this? Scan here? I only thought though because I thought I seen a picture of one earlier. Someone had a game. I think it was you know, simulator games or whatever you learn from playing. Which, actually, one he mentioned, I know people did. They mentioned by playing a car mechanic, they learned enough playing it, they learned how to fix their own car. But was find out what was wrong with their own car. So it's giving them some trouble. Which is amazing. I may play construction simulator and the other type of games like these, SnowRun or whatever. It will give you an appreciation of the people that do this work. I think there are some people that definitely need to do that. Yeah, I'm looking at these lawyers. Just like any excuse to sue a truck driver, right? And people wonder why they don't. There's those who don't like lawyers. Right now, in particular, truck drivers keeping this nation, our nation's going, right? They're doing a lot of deliveries and stuff that need to get done. They're the ones out there doing it. You know, they're out there risking catching this disease. There's another strand that hit New York. It's kind of worrisome. Mutant strand of it now as well. What the hell? Not saying where it came from. I'm not gonna be like that. Like, oh, let's go hate all these. No, I don't believe in that crap. Truth of the matter is, probably more likely just going to a lab to begin with. And truthfully, don't know where it. I know, yeah, there's which country it was reported. Very sure that's the country with that flaw. Seriously, no one knows. Okay, I don't need to make that. I got 780. That longer job, that seems like crap pay, Andrei. And you know it, man. Sorry, but actually, it would have paid me $860 because the bonus. Read that message real fast. It came in. No, you can't play online. And you talk about the latest update. No, it has yet to come. It has yet to come out. I really don't know what the issue is with it. Want to believe what they tell you, you know, why it happens, but at this point, it's just getting to the point where it's like there's something else. There's got to be a different reason. I don't buy it. That it's the patch slots, only because that's truly the case. Now, how's these other games getting them right? Even newer games. That's what's going on. Be honest with us, guys. What's going on? It's right. I'm not really buying that much that it's that. I hate to be like that, but now again, they got less than a month now to get the issue fixed. You got another game coming out. Now, what that leads to is, well, you gotta get your stuff together, right? Compared to myself, AEW, when it first premiered, and WWE. Well, WWE at that point had a challenge to do that to get their stuff together, or even help. Let's be keep that going. 2K has got the same issue. You got a wrestling game coming. Now AEW, I think they're already messing up with it, but that's beside the point. These people are gonna go elsewhere to get their fix. If you had other games, like let's say you had other systems, if you had the Switch, you've got that Wrestling Empire game that's came out. There's other ones besides the AEW one, obviously. There are a few others that's go beyond mortal platforms of just the console and all. So, or just a big console. Why do you wait to come out to right on top of you? Oh, the trucker got slow down. There ain't no big deal. He got slow down. Learn that the truck will stop on a dime when I need to. But you're lucky it's actually kind of true in this truck feels like that, right? Well, I can't say that. Because those tires, I mean, stopping distance actually takes longer. I even don't know how long it'll take. But yeah, it's one of the questions that keep getting asked when this isn't online. No, they're not even looking at multiplayer, which, truthfully, again, like, at the moment, it ain't that big a deal. As long as you start bringing stuff out, like a map expansion, I don't know, which looks like they are working on it, or it's getting, yeah. I'm going to be pushing the issue, I think. But if I fall asleep, I fall asleep. I mean, it ain't that big a deal. I'm headed to headquarters anyway, the garage anyway. And the way it sounds, that's not what these spots like this are not part of that expansion. It's not bad fact that if you watch the Discord time again this week, you'll notice they have they had it during their holiday thing for truck drivers. Well, 1 year, like, retrospective, if you will, of the game. I name it, they got trouble, they've had issues, yeah. But they showed it then. I must have missed it because I don't recall catching it. But there's a little clip. The town, I hope it's more than just updated graphics, because that's all you did, guys. You're really infuriate your fan base. I'll tell you what little baby fan base you got left. Just obviously, if you're on a computer or whatever, lucky you. But next month, well, console, PS4, Xbox One players, we get something different. Like Switch, I don't think there's an issue. That Switch, I think this is perfect. You know, it's the type of game that goes well with Switch. Like Switch, that type of game. Don't get me wrong, I love the game. I do. It was really just wish this update. course, I say that, and then I'm thinking about it. Do I really want them to rush it? No, I guess, because I don't know. That's what happened with that last year's expansion. I nearly killed the game, but for someone did kill it. You know the one I'm talking about when they had to go in the garages and everything, and well, the game became a cluster. First, a lot of it was unplayable. I admit I was in that area. I got to the point that it was not due to that. It wasn't even a crash. It was causing the issue. The problem was couldn't fix your engines. When that hit, let's face it, you can't fix your engines. You got so many trucks and so many engines to go through, and then you're parked anyway. And the problem was, every brand of truck, you have two trucks per brand. Kind of like on the road, the two brands they got two trucks each. Yeah, you got two brands, two trucks per brand, and I don't know if it included a manual for those, which would have been 4 for those, I guess. But the problem was, yeah, if you had engine damage on one, it transferred for whatever reason to the new truck as well, which to me didn't make sense why that was going on. Why would my engine I get a new truck? I shouldn't have the same engine as I had in my old truck. Now if I brought a new brand, I got a new one. Some of them wasn't as big a freaking issue. There's one I think I found that you could actually drive. Of course, it was one of the worst ones on the bloody game, because it wasn't they didn't have any. It seemed to have an issue to begin with. But yeah, it just got unplayable sadly at that point. They got it fixed though, but now this issue they're saying it's Microsoft, it's Sony. They're saying that there's no patch slots. They don't have patch now. I don't know when the quarter obviously starts ends, but the fact that you said this last month and we're still waiting makes me sound, and the way the guy does their streams, all that stuff, the way he kind of worded it made me why I started suspecting I don't think it's what they're saying. Yes, I really don't, because he kind of was doing something they rarely do, was kind of throwing out maybe possible dates. I don't know. As I say, it's a wait and see philosophy at this point. No, I'm not in that. I'm curious. Okay, this time I don't have it. Last time, actually I do, even though I own this truck. I never brought that truck, but I own it somehow. Don't own those, but I own that one, which I guess this is that. Oh no, that's not the one I'm in, that face, so I don't know how I knew that no damn 8x2. You notice there ain't no engine repair there. Guess I'm here all throwing a new paint job. That's what these seas have, huh? Really wanted to get the French one, guys. Maybe by the end of the month I'll have that. Give me more variety. Now it's kind of interesting too. On the road, for instance, you only have 2 brands, and so like that, this will probably be an issue. There's no customization here for your trucks. That's kind of huge for a trucking game, really, because I know that's, you know, something you like to do. I'm sure. I mean, I like to customize my trucks. By doing what I'm doing about this short cargo, I will be unlocking hopefully more stuff. That's the issue. I don't know. Hoping you're unlocking stuff for the truck you're in. Right, there's exhaust, for instance, the light for this truck. I like having Used to didn't really matter. It was decorative only. It wasn't like they actually work. Now they actually work. So, which is pretty cool. Actually, I don't know nothing about coding, so I don't know how hard or simple it is to fix issues. So no, I'm not. Obviously, games have got probably so much coding in them. If you especially if you gotta go through it and find it, like when a game has having issues. Obviously, you gotta go through all the coding trying to figure out what the issue is. And that probably takes a long time to cycle through, right? But now you add new coding, to be more coding as we go through. And it doesn't help, like, their big issue when you add an old developer. Of course, you guys newer developer, their new developer, and you had to go through the coding from an old developer. Yeah, I guess I understand issues. In fact, it could have been they've done it on purpose. I was, you know, never know, right? But the reason I have doubts of what they're saying is true only is it'd be weird that they would be held up by you know, a manufacturer of a company like Microsoft. Sony is. That would indicate Sony and Microsoft don't care about their players at all, right? Because if you got a game, it doesn't get updated because they're making it where it won't get updated. That would indicate they don't really give a crap. You worked over your money, well, who cares? And that doesn't seem like why I don't think it was that. So know what Game Masters would like to get. They pulled off their store. Sony did, not Cyberpunk. Which just tells me how bad the game had to be because well, I know other games is about that they're crap. First top of that list is I hated to say it because I actually enjoy playing the game myself, but it's got to the point. 2K20. But you know, it's just ain't good that still happens. So I think we'll keep play a game like that, right? I have to pick up the fuel before I go into Shirley. Now here's an issue where you know you probably could easily pick up more speed. You start going down here. You have to watch that. They don't lose control. I think some areas like that they don't really. But it's like those minor is an issue. No, it's not an issue. A game only has so much power allocation. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm using that term for this game, not on the road. I'm making excuses for this game. Why? I forgot that's forbidden. You're not allowed to do that according to some people. Sorry. My grandfather did a certain person. Don't mention names. I think people know what I mean. Seriously, says he's debating it logically, yet they'll make all the excuses for a game that's not even out on the console yet. Who knows what issues it's going to have yet to see. And he based it because this has been out a year. Problem is, just putting it out there, is so it's technically on the road. It's not. Well, I guess it hasn't been out for a year. It's not been out for a year on Steam or Switch. It's a new game. But that's how you go level for one. You gotta do it for both. That's why it's not a fair evaluation what he does. Because he does make excuses for the one, which has been out the same length of time. Yet this one, it's like the rumble strip issue. He told him, quote, "You're too late. Game's only been out a year. Expect him day one, aka." On the road doesn't have it at all. That's okay. You're okay, mates. You're okay. Oh, you're it's either one or the other. That's being truthful. Because if you look at the pedigree, as they like to call it, that's, you know, what the company's, well, my pedigree for the company that's putting out on the road, that makes me worry about it, honestly. I got one other game bottom, that's why I worry, guys. But it seems like it's gotten better from what I've seen, from when it started to now. I've seen that. That's. But same token, so is this. From when I got the game to now, I've seen improvements. What improvements? Well, in AI. That's a great. And that sadly took such a long time to fix. That was not to mention the garages they did bring in. Okay, I'm not going to read again. I'm going to read those because they're always the same. So sorry if I don't, but it's why it doesn't change. The only time these are more exciting is actually when you get data. Because, oh god, it's the boat. It's the boat. I'll say if this boat gives me any problems. No, we're going to survive. We're not going. It goes back toward Midom. That would be when I should test that because Midom's actually gave me trouble before on this load. But there's other things you would say, like no one ever does 3 to 4 hour live streams of this game. Really? Really? So, what am I doing to because I do them, guys. That's why I'm bringing that up. The little jab right there is like, yeah, they do. Someone does, I do it. I love it. Again, I love playing the game. I admit I'll admit I wanted to break back a shit I was going to do earlier that they disappeared on me. So it's kind of a role play element I brought to the game before. It was a lot of fun. I had really enjoyed. I'm trying to be though, but just want to be like they left, you know, calm. I thought someone liked it when I was doing Sims. Someone said frame. I hope they realized what happened during that. But it wasn't that accident. They stopped in the broadcast. I mean, to us, read comments and accident. It was, you know, what it was. Like yesterday, I was doing didn't mean something on there. I did because I see my calendar got updated right for the seasons. The update it's season premiere, TV premiere, which would indicate I would need a TV. But my villa or whatever I was renting on the honeymoon didn't have a TV. Well, that's honeymoon, you don't want a TV. No. Yeah. So I went out to see if I could get it. I accidentally ended the vacation. Whoopsie. Didn't mean to. It happened, so just once I get reset as it was. We only had a few days left anyway, but I added the TV to make sure it works and all right. And then the tractor seemed like it was flying. Those things don't usually move that fast. Those are the slowest things on the game, guys. You don't want to be stuck on one. Kinda like this town. Get up here in this one area. Past the next street. Oh, we're going to the yard. There's a shortcut over there. But if you don't want to be, if you like immersion, you don't use it. If you don't care, you'll use it. It actually gives you a better line on the yard, which is why I used to use it. But because you cut for there. So that's the only thing I don't like about construction similar, because there's spots you have to do. You have to go over stuff. And first I thought I was like, oh, okay, I gotta do this and go around, right? But the problem was there was actually the next town the second area you unlock, so it makes it hard to do. So that normally wouldn't work, guys. Boy, let's go be this cargo is proven to be quite keen in my dubious Maximus. Huh. I'm just saying about this. Maybe it's time to test this theory. Now, being over there, though, ain't what I'm getting at, but I'll be out reverse for it. But there is one area in this game, there's no accountability whatsoever. Oh, crap. Hell, if I sucky payday, let me tell you, but I ain't gonna be here all day trying to line this sucker up. No, that tells me how bad that trailer is. Man, I could have got the thing there. The berry purple. Used to be, that would have excited me, maybe, depending on what truck it's on, right? Nope, not anymore, because I don't do color paint. I will eventually. I probably, maybe, I don't know. Why I say that? Because I got these paint jobs now. I'm using them. They don't cost me money, whereas that will. That's why I like using the American paint. If I have one, I will use the French. Ever comes out and I had it, I would use the German. Actually, I didn't have a reason to use German. Family. No real reason to use French, only then I do it because I like the variety, right? But at least it's got stuff like, you know, that is purely optional too. It's up to you or if you get that or not. You don't. Do you need it? No. If you want to get it, get it. If you don't, you don't. It's as simple as that. There's no real reason to give them criticism, get yanked their shame about it, anything like that. I don't know, give them a hard time. There's a YouTuber, I hate to say it, I think he's a bully. That's the way he comes off as, the way he treats fans. I see he did a live stream today on Billy Dangerous Bounty on one of our players getting shot by him. So I might be a little uptight on that today, because I was trying to do a mission. I was by the airport over in Vault 76 today, right? And for some reason, the guys just started shooting at me. I don't do PvP, guys. It's not me. I'm just trying to do a job. In fact, the level of difference would have made trying to fight them like a mistake. So, not to mention, if you shoot back, you take more damage. Of course, I ain't a Fallout first member, so I don't have private room. I won't pay for that because that's crap. There's a company that only cares about one thing. Money. Oh, we're going to mid them, which ain't too bad. I don't need repairs. Okay, so just got them. Keys to rest. So we're at 11. Got about 10, 11 to go. So guys, need 8,000 XP as well. I could, you know what, I actually could make that up. Oh, we're just doing that. That's something I'm curious. I don't know if it has or not. I don't remember if I've seen anyone doing it on the road. Does it have the skills and passives that most trucking games? In fact, except SnowRunner. Right? I mean, on the road trucking games. Let's go only on the road type of trucking. Like ETS, ATS, this. Like it or not, it's got. I mean, yeah, I say like it or not because it's so easy to max out, right? In fact, you've been playing a while and you haven't had it like it happened to me recently. What's accidentally either my profile, so my stuff, so I have to start fresh on this. Yeah, you're probably maxed out on it all the time. Gotta admit, that is a beautiful lake. I've been playing Last was 2. Yeah, you ever hate a dog? I've never. I'm really there at this point. I really hate that dog, guys. Yeah, I really hate the dog. What the hell? That's gotta be outside. I ain't on the game. That's a weird sound. Sounds like a reverse sound, but gone crazy. Says all the little things they are bringing, but the rumble strips, yeah, it's a good feature. Thankfully they are bringing it. But says the guy that don't play the game, you're too late. Probably because they're adding that before they add that button that makes sure the camera go back to center, because Lord knows it's such a pain in the ass to have to do that manually. Oh gee, oh god, I wish I had a button. I'm so lazy. It ain't that hard to center your camera again. It's not that end of the world. Stop. It's piney once somebody say, shut your crap. Should do a store over here. Down Sacramento, which look like some of these storefronts here. Oh Lord, we're gonna have slow traffic up the hill. Lovely. Why am I saying this? Yeah, why am I saying that? It had nothing to do with the fact that slow traffic will mean a pain in the ass to get up this hill. Especially about 4 cars deep, might as well. Birdie. That's right, I'm in a 50 and I'm just like birdies are gonna be right on top of these guys. Before I know it. Now this was an emotion. If I would have did that, I'd be screwed. I'd be going backwards. What is that, a Mercedes? Or just curious if you guys know more about the Euro truck. It's a sign. Like that tow truck, to me it looks like what I see a lot is where I live. You see the Isuzus, right? That's what it looks like to me. That's what we see in here. I've been lucky. I believe, yeah, I've been looking at a lot of truck brands, right? Trying to tell. I admit my familiarity with somewhat European brands. One right here. But I do watch. I haven't watched them a little lately because I'm trying to get for Claire's Sim series. Oh, the whole series was 400 or something episodes. There's YouTube. It's PS3 I'm watching it on. Pain in the ass, let me tell you. Hopefully I can boost it up a little more now. Yeah, so I like watching squirrels, ETS. And some of us are about an hour, if not more. Berry Bugs has got a lot of them too. Like his too. Obviously, fan of his. Got into that watching his stuff from the GTA roleplay stuff he's done. But that looks fun. And especially what I wish I had a computer to do. Nope, I don't have Discord either, so the servers that's on console don't work either. I mean, yeah, I had a system, but I don't know what works. You gotta use your mics, right? Or phones, in-game phones to work with it. That's to do it on the private. Like private rooms, go for that right for online. Well, obviously one thing you have to do is still if you want to play a cop, you gotta steal a cop car. And of course you don't have a uniform. You could do like if you paint your car black, I would say that's close enough. You may not need lights at all. Truthfully, if you want to, though, we kind of use your guns or anything like that, because I don't have them, but now that you got the option on crew too, because got a cop car, check. Got a uniform, check. So better, more fun than Autobahn Fleet Simulator too, check. Sorry, that's my fear. Guys, this company that puts out on the road is the same people, and that's my fear. Guys, I've got Autobahn Fleet Simulator too. Little feature of that game is supposed to have, it does it for console players. Bad to customize, I know there ain't much to it, but the customization of your stuff like that, you can't do what you pick or even customize the character. The presets are, that's it. You're supposed to be able to change that. You can't on that game at all. There's nothing. Just they gave up on the game. There's nothing. It's sad. There was another game I got. I got it later because once I got into the show, I got it. Got into the show, got into the books, so that's the GOT game for Game of Thrones. If you're not familiar with the vernacular, for PS3. Fun game. Really fun game though, so get a chance, check it out. It's kind of Double Dragon-esque, and that you will, you get two make characters to go between. You will, by the end, kind of the GOT and nature in itself will face off. And the game will be played based on no spoiler or nothing like that. It's just the fun part. But there's a dog in it, kind of like, the one of the guys' dog or like the Stark children, like Brandon and his family. Thinking an Arya has that ability, just doesn't really get shown too often. But yeah, you see that. So yeah, he's got a pet dog, and the dog, Deer Green, I'll call it John Deere Green, which obviously a deer green. I would think that's pretty obvious what they're referring to. But yeah, there's a dog, and you're supposed to have DLC skins. They never got him. Now, interesting, this guy is a member of the Night's Watch. Keep that in mind too. Now, I don't know if any of the voice actors are on it. I can't remember. It's like on its own. I didn't beat it. Didn't need no more. Especially, God, I'm drawing a blank. Lena Haley and Varys in particular. I don't think Peter Dinklage was on it. I don't think he was on the game at all. I don't recall that. I gotta try to figure what account am I trying to let the do I do the Game of Thrones series game from the Internet One company. Yeah, the Telltale horror. I liked it. It was a good story. Wish there was options, but you knew it wouldn't be right. Trying to figure out how to keep Ramsey out, but yeah, that don't happen. Just no, of course you're not giving him. It's Red Oak Pratt. But for trucking games for console again, there was before this. There was no, at least since PlayStation 2 era, that I know of, and might be others, I don't know. I mean, there was, take that back, there was stuff on PS3, Ice Road Truckers or something was on PS3. Now, I put that at a grain of salt, because it wasn't the best game, it wasn't like this, you didn't have options, you were pretty much you against a clock type situations. Now, the closest thing you had to good was the Big Motor Trucker series back on PS2 days. That was pretty decent. I liked it. I loved that game. San Andreas, you had the trucking missions on there. Not enough. In fact, I wish Rockstar would have thought about putting one out. They do a pretty good job with trucking games, guys. The trucking. For instance, I like the trucking mission he had on GTA 5. Back, they could easily made him a trucker. I would have believed it. Had Trevor being a trucker or a pilot, I could have believed it. I like trucking. I like Trevor. Obviously. But yeah, I mean, you have farming similarities as well. I can't say you don't have options, but yeah, you don't drive a truck very often on there, do you? No, I know I don't want to drive tractors more. That game, though, a lot of played it was kind of went backwards. I remember there was stuff that previous years had that the newer one did. But yeah, I like those type of games. That even Stardew, Harvest Moon, I play them all. A lot of it's because my dad, of course, was farming. Actually drove harvesters and stuff. That's why I enjoyed it, right? Yeah, I've had a reason I like playing them. Especially when John Deere Combine Harvester on there. That's what he drove, guys. At least majority of his career. Oh, a white tractor again. Oh my lord. Just seen that thing yesterday. And seen it before yesterday. It's always seen be seen on them. Be going back over there to Charlie. Charlie boy. Oh, I'm over the speed limit. I'm breaking the law. No repercussions. I have to admit, it will be a change of pace driving for actual cities over hamlets. That'd be interesting. But yeah, you know, it's like, see, Yeah, I'm getting on the road, and there ain't no doubt. I'm just hoping there ain't no big issues. Like, find out it comes to console, it's back to square one for it entirely. Which those who sing its praises may want to do their background research on the game, because to say, so I've seen where it was after when it came out, there was issues. Of course, I think people forget though other games had those issues too, and I'm basing this on other players, guys. I mean, not the everyone who will just sing the praises because they like it because it's based in Europe or whatever. There are issues with Euro Truck and stuff. Is what I've heard and what I've seen. Watching again, being fair. Now I'll be the first to admit I played a 18 was a still game. I thoroughly enjoyed it. It was a great game. It was a lot of fun to play. In fact, there were places that in a test. They're actually there in live. That were on the game, and that's some way station rest areas that were in this part of the world. Oh God, I live in the corner of the world, right? That I live in. I know they were on the game. And the right, about the right distance too, if not the right distance. There was some with American Truck, I'm not sure. I've seen her right, because if you play like the Cruise series, like I do, it's so not correct on locations, guys. For instance, would not go. If I'm going from New York to, let's say, Sacramento, I would not be going through Vegas at all. In fact, if I was going from New York to San Francisco, I would not be going through Vegas at all. I'd be going down to 80. Interstate 80, which you do appear you drive on, but for some reason you head down to Vegas. I never understood that. Well, I do, because Reno ain't in the game. That's where you go through. You know, you're taking the side roads and whatever, still won't have to go all the way to Vegas. Of course, it's a racing game, you expect that, right? You go out your way, whatever. Ain't that big a deal. Eyes are a little. Of course, I said I was a little tired, so yeah, the expected, right? Okay, signal. You filled me for the last time. And on downside right now, just over there, there's a call there and upper right, so I can't really see the cache up there now. So yeah, part of the big thing on this, for me, games like this is, well, one, I tell you right now on the road, I hope has it. I really don't know. Do you get, how far can you go, right, long distance drives? That's to me a big thing for a trucking game. It's because I know, is there a skill you got to build up for that or something? Because I've seen it with Euro and American, you do have to do that, right? Because that's huge for me for a trucking game. Don't seem like it, but yeah, if you take out a watch, calculate how long it takes to get from or like that load I had to Osterhaven and back. Those take pretty good time to get to them back, guys. Don't see me, but if you follow, as long as you follow the law, you're okay. Yeah, it takes you away. If you just like, oh, there ain't no cameras, and I'll go max floor. One, you're probably gonna be in those guardrails. Just saying. Two, then you're not really immersed, and you're not, you know, I know people to do, I've seen them do on construction simulator, guys. It's like breakneck speeds, rushing all over the place. In that game, I can see it's so easy to do this. There's no cruise control. However, by driving normally, more sensibly, if I actually found some medals that collectible on there, that's kind of hidden. Wouldn't mind seeing something like that be out of on there, you know. Dick. You bloody wanker. Piss off. Oh, it's the yard, guys. And what makes this so tricky, I could get this sometimes right at 100. But you do have to stop your engine. Oh, he did. That's not an issue anymore. Interesting. Yeah, it is. See what I mean? You start rolling. Get closer to the spot there, yes. You be rolling. Go do about one, maybe two more guys. I'm just getting tired. In fact, if it does go do a match live with us, subscribe, leave comments, all that good stuff. We'll see you next time for more Truck Driver for the PS4. Sorry guys, my eyes are just